Zack Morris, the heartbreaker of Bayside, has found a new crush, a college girl named Danielle who frequents an 18-plus nightclub, The Attic. Now, Zack, being the high school Casanova that he is, isn't one to back down from a challenge. The fact that this girl is older and hangs out at a place strictly for adults, well, that just adds a dash of intrigue to the chase. Let's rewind a bit, though. Before Danielle, there was Kelly. Sweet, beautiful Kelly. But that's a tale of young love that ended with a punch to Zack's heart. Now, he's on the rebound, and Danielle is the shiny new object of his affection. However, there's one tiny problem. The Attic is an 18-plus club, and our dear Zack, along with his sidekicks, Screech and Slater, are underaged. But that's never stopped him before, has it? So what does our hero do? He devises a plan so daring, so audacious it might just work. He's going to get fake IDs. And who better to help him in this quest than the school's resident genius and Zack's faithful friend, Screech? So Zack, being the risk-taker he is, decides to go for it. He enlists Screech's help to create the fake IDs. The plan is in motion. Zack, Screech, and Slater, armed with their fake IDs, head to the Attic. They walk in, smug smiles on their faces, as they've just scored a touchdown in the game of adolescence. They're in, no questions asked. The bouncer barely bats an eyelid. The IDs have done their job. The trio is now part of the adult world, or so they think. As they navigate the pulsating energy of the club, they stumble upon a sight they didn't expect. There's Jeff, Kelly's boyfriend, cozying up to a girl who's definitely not Kelly. The shock hits them harder than the bass from the club speakers. The unexpected discovery turns their night of triumph into a moral conundrum. Do they tell Kelly, or do they keep this secret to themselves? After all, they didn't come here to play detective. They came to have a good time. Of course, the moral compass in this group isn't as steady as you'd hope. Slater is all for minding his own business, while Screech, bless his heart, is just confused. But Zack, our resident troublemaker, he sees an opportunity to be the hero, to win back Kelly's trust. So, in an unexpected twist, it's Zack, the mastermind behind the fake ID plan, who decides to take the high road. He's going to tell Kelly about Jeff's indiscretion. The irony isn't lost on us, folks. The same boy who lied about his age to impress a college girl is now the one standing up for honesty and truth. In the midst of this chaos, Zack, surprisingly, is the one who decides to break the news to Kelly. Zack, the bearer of bad news, approaches Kelly with the truth about Jeff. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the irony here. The same Zack who's been sneaking around with a fake ID is now playing the role of the honest whistleblower. But as they say, truth is stranger than fiction. Kelly, true to her character, refuses to believe Zack. Can you blame her, though? The news is coming from Zack, the master of mischief himself, but her disbelief doesn't deter Zack. He's on a mission to expose Jeff's cheating ways, and he's ready to go to any lengths to make it happen. So, what does our intrepid truth crusader do? He decides to take matters into his own hands. You see, in Zack's world, the best way to prove a point is to make it impossible to ignore. And how does he plan to do that? By getting fake IDs for Jesse and Lisa. Yes, you heard right, more fake IDs. Because apparently, in Bayside, fake IDs are as common as homework assignments. With these IDs, Jesse and Lisa can join the boys at the Attic and witness Jeff's betrayal for themselves. It's a risky plan, sure, but it's classic Zack. He's always been one for grand gestures and elaborate schemes. And this one, my friends, is shaping up to be one for the books. Zack once again turns to Screech for help. More fake IDs are on the way. Now, if only Zack put as much effort into his schoolwork as he does in his schemes, he'd probably be valedictorian. But then where's the fun in that, right? Stay tuned, folks. This is just getting started. With new fake IDs in hand, the girls join the boys at the Attic. The drama, folks, it unfolds like a Shakespearean tragedy. The heavy beats of the nightclub are drowned out by the pounding of young hearts, as the truth, the cold, cruel truth, is laid bare for all to see. Kelly, our sweetheart, is heartbroken, her eyes welling up with tears that glitter under the disco lights. Jesse and Lisa, they're shell-shocked, their jaws dropping faster than the bass line of the DJ's latest track. And Jeff, he's as unapologetic as a cat caught stealing cream. His nonchalance as icy as the drinks at the bar. His betrayal cuts deep, but there's no remorse in those eyes, folks. Just the cold calculation of a player who got played. But wait, there's a silver lining in this cloud of drama. Amidst the turmoil, our protagonist Zack is hitting it off with Danielle. He's found a new crush, a new spark to lighten up his life. The dance floor pulses with the rhythm of their budding romance. a sweet counterpoint to the sour notes of betrayal echoing around them. In the end, Zack's mother finds out about his nightly escapades, but that's a story for another day. So, what have we learned from this episode? Well, for starters, the audacity of Zack Morris knows no bounds. We've seen him go from a high school heartbreaker to a fake ID creator, all in the name of impressing a college girl. Let's not forget his role as the bearer of bad news, delivering the harsh truth to Kelly about her cheating boyfriend. Now, let's take a minute to appreciate the irony here. Zack, the notorious rule bender, finds himself in the role of the truth teller. He may have used questionable methods to get into the attic, but he did end up doing the right thing. And hey, let's give him some credit. He did manage to catch the eye of Danielle, the college girl. But as we all know, with Zack's antics, there's always a twist. A misdirected phone call and boom, his secret nightlife is busted. This episode was a wild ride filled with laughter, drama, and a whole lot of Zack's trademark charm. In the world of Saved by the Bell, it seems there's never a dull moment, especially when Zack Morris is around.